flood comes, and in a few days, fires, deaths, and so many things that had happened died out. I look at this man and I think, what an amazing person he must be. I don't know what I want to do with my life, but I think I want that. But in the same time, I grew up in Kibera. It's one of the biggest slums in Africa. I did not have access to go to university, and at the time it was too expensive for me. There were so many limitations. So I thought, what do you even study to become that person? So I pushed it to the back of my mind. How many people have had such an experience? You want something, but you feel like, I can't get it. It is the truth of so many African youth, so many Kenyan youth, and especially youth who are growing up in disadvantaged areas. And yet, there are so many people from very similar backgrounds who've been able to create such amazing things with their lives. And so I am working with a group of young people to find these stories, to tell the stories, to tell of these experiences, to tell of the challenges, to tell of the opportunities, in a way that empowers the youth, informs them of opportunities that exist, and in a way that is entertaining and uses it. So, how many of you would let your kids sign up, come and have fun with us as they learn, get informed and get inspired in a way that allows them to actually dare to explore their potential? This is what Aguyo Creatives does. And yes, you can help, you can sign up your children, or you can help by supporting other children who want to be part of the program but are not able to afford the costs of the art equipment and the art projects. And yes, that was my surprise presentation.
Hi everyone. Shortly after COVID-19, I'm very sure there are many that know that they were really, especially in Kibera, there are many families that are really struggling. So I was sitting in my dorm, then my co-founder texted me and said, there's this girl who committed suicide simply because when she went to class, she stained herself, and due to the fact that many of our youth and many of these kids are not well taught in terms of mental health and sleep and all, they started laughing at her, and she said she's never going back to that school again. So she committed suicide. And when I heard that, when I got that message, I asked myself, imagine sanitary towels cost 50 shillings only. So this has cost somebody's life. So I decided to join a team of friends from my school, and I decided to be going to Kibra every month to be giving out sanitary towels. So that's when Deshia International was formed. And we have had a very smooth sailing, thanks to God that He has always provided and put the right donors in front of us. And I've been raised by women. I've been raised by, my mother died when I was 3 months old. So my sister had to take the mantle and became the father and the mother. And that clearly sent a message that women can be change makers if given that opportunity. So when I saw her working hard every day and night, there are things that she did that if she had the opportunity, she will never match. Due to the fact that she felt, now I'm the man of this house, I'm going to do whatever it takes to ensure this child, you can imagine I'm 3 months old, this child succeeds and goes to the next level. Now I graduated from Desa University, and I'm really happy that I have an opportunity to give back to Kibera, where all this all started. So thank you so much. That's Deshia International. And next time I would like to also invite you to one of our sanitary drives. We go and empower the children.
Thank you so much. I'm Victor Okelo. When I was 10 years old, I heard of something called climate change. I was told to switch off the lights when it wasn't necessary. I was told to turn off the tap when it wasn't in use. So as I was growing, I may be one of the luckiest people among my generation. But what I say is we need to do something on climate change. Because most of my friends I was in high school have died, they have lost their life. There's increased loss of death in the country, all over the world. Right now we are here for almost, you can say we've been here for almost 2 hours. And as of now, over 2,000 barrels of oil have been used So I started a foundation, organization called We Forest International, which addresses food security, which addresses waste management, which addresses climate justice. In that, what I mean, when I was young, as I was growing, there were so many frogs, butterflies, birds were creeping all over the time. But right now, they are no longer there. We are in that time of mass extinction. As Ella has said, like the government isn't ready to solve our problem. I saw it. Why should I be in campus, yet study for a degree, and I want to be there by 2050 if we don't take this seriously? So I saw like we need to do something about climate justice. Thank you so much. You can join us. You can donate a tree to save our life. Majorly we do fruit trees to address food security, but all other trees also, but also create awareness on environmental justice so that you take an action. If you're donating a part, anybody you donate, you can plant a tree to save our life. Thank you so much. God bless you.
She can still use it. You can still use it.
Yeah, how are you?
My name is Bernard. Born in abject poverty in rural Kenya and moved from rural Kenya to urban Kenya and settled in a slum. Later got an opportunity to go to one of the best university, actually the most expensive maybe, USIU, where I did applied computer technology, specialized in software engineering. I had the option of going to work with a big tech and make all the money, but I decided to use my knowledge to fight poverty, what I experienced in rural Kenya and in urban Kenya. So I founded Kujia. Kujia is an NGO registered here in Kenya that exists for one purpose: end poverty using digital skills. So poverty is concentrated in informal settlements and marginalized communities in Kenya. So like I said before, here in Nairobi, we have mapped 6 informal settlements, and outside Nairobi, we have mapped 6 marginalized communities. Our target is 18 to 24 because those are the most affected youth. We think that if we can give them skills, which is free, they don't have money, so we are not going there to make money out of them. So our goal is to take the digital skills. There are 6 digital skills that we offer. These are very practical digital skills, like how to repair a computer, digital marketing that we're doing, others like graphic design. So they use those skills. In fact, including even internet installation. We just piloted internet installation where we buy a package of internet wholesale from Liquid Telecom, and then we resell, and it's making profit. So what we do is you get the skill, and then we help you find a job, or you self-employ yourself, and that leads to entrepreneurship. At the moment, we don't need money from you. What we need is partnership or relationship. So for now, if you are from any of these communities, you may take our number or go to our website. Mathare, Kibra, Kawangware, Dandora, Kayole, and Kariobangi in Nairobi. So if you are from any of those communities, we are there to benefit those youth. So please, I need to talk to you. And then if you're from marginalized communities like Kitui, actually not like, but Kitui, Kajiado, our border with Tanzania is very poor. Bungoma, the Mount Elgon region, those guys are really suffering. The entire of Turkana is in trouble. The whole of Samburu is in trouble. And part of Baringo, starting with Kabarnet, going to the entire Baringo. So if you're from those communities, we are there. We have partners who are ready to teach them software engineering for free and other skills. So our job is just to get to know. If you are there, contact us. Let's create chapters there, and we'll be good to go. By God's grace, if you have contacts in the US, we are working with the African American community in tech, and we have 24 states that we have mapped, and we're building up chapters there. The idea is to bring Black American in tech to Kenya for some time. They are busy people, so we do it for just 2 weeks. So they come to Kenya and we meet with our youth in tech. So that is also something I'll be happy to engage with you. Thank you. Ella, this what you are doing, at some point we will copy this and try to do it. Like you said, you learned from Australia. I think for me, I learned from